How's it, guys? This is Davey, FPL, and welcome back to the Deadline with Davey live stream. I've decided to go live a bit earlier. You guys are getting 1 minute back. I know I'm an insane streamer, but we're going to be heading into this Deadline stream a bit earlier because I know just how much we have to talk about. I just want to check one thing quick. I think the camera might be slightly out of focus. I'm just going to reapply it. I've that made a difference. I don't think it made too much, but let me know if the audio and the video are looking good. And if you've come here for answers, I'm here to tell you that you're in the wrong place. I'm only joking, but there's a lot of situations for your guys' teams. I'm hoping that everything goes to plan. For my team, I don't even know what I'm going to do at this stage. So I'm going to hopefully give you guys good advice. But there's a lot of situations, as I said, that can happen this game week. Hi, Jacques. Nice to see you here. You can confirm if I'm wrong or not, but usually you join a bit later in the stream, so nice to have you from the start, brother. Also had G-Rid to start off the stream saying, how's it? Gakpo A from blank, yeah. So Gakpo's on the thumbnail because he holds the keys to everything. He holds the keys to Arne's slot, he holds the keys to Moyes, and it all depends on if we take him out or not. So I'll be talking about him, and I'm just hoping that we make the right decision this week. How's it, Tracy? Hope for you good. Vincent, I do have the chocolate milk, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a banger game week, but as you guys can see, I've got Enzo Fernandez on my field, which probably tells you it's not looking too good. And you've also asked me why are people calling it the Assman chip? I just don't understand it. Yeah, better have a lucky chocolate milk and your lucky jersey on for today's stream. So Siddharth, I had the green Liverpool shirt from a few years ago, like way back, and then I realized that I've got a green screen, so you guys couldn't see my body, so I decided to change it to the black Liverpool strip for the stream today. Yeah, Devin Little, actually it's load shedding now in the moment. I'm just hoping that the inverter lasts until the end of the stream. Crazy, exactly, Jacques. I'm happy to have you early here. Rohitsa saying, no questions for a change. Frantic day yesterday. I'd already tripled up on Liverpool. Eventually took a -4 to activate as the manager for Moyes. Good luck to you for this week. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Hopefully it's a great week for you too. How are you playing? Assistant manager. Yeah, so let's go over the thoughts at the moment. So for my team, I think it's slightly different to how most other people's teams do look, and maybe now I can go over kind of the situations that I would look at. So I think there's like let's say a textbook way to play the assistant manager chip. I think if you don't have the triple captain, you have to play the assistant manager today. That's just my opinion. Even if you have to take a -4 to activate it, I just think back-to-back double game weeks is too hard to ignore. So I would definitely look at using the assistant manager. So there's two kind of streams now. The first stream is, do you have a triple up on Liverpool already? And your answer is probably no if you don't have like a Gakpo or an Alisson or Van Dijk. So if you guys only have a Trent and a Salah or only have 2 Liverpool, 1 Liverpool, I would easily get Arne's slot. He's the best assistant manager. That's an easy one. You guys should be thankful that you don't have a Liverpool triple up. Then just get Arne's slot. If you have to get some downgrades, just do that. Take a -4 if need be. And then you set. But if you like myself and you already have the triple up, now there's 2 other streams. So we're creating like a nice little flow diagram here. So from the Liverpool triple up, you have a choice. You can either take out your player. If it's for free and it's an Alisson, I'd probably do that. Maybe even if it's a Konate, I'd probably just take the free transfer. Then get Arne's slot in and then you're done. But if you like me with Gakpo and it's for a hit, the hit is where it's a little bit contentious. So I'm now deciding between taking a -4 for Gakpo because I already made 2 free transfers. And is that -4 worth taking Gakpo out to get Arne's slots? I'm basically going from triple Liverpool to triple Liverpool again. Or should I just go for David Moyes and I have the budget for it? I don't have to take a transfer to -4. It's free. I've got 1.1 in the bank. So that's where my current head is at. Between those 2 options, I'm leaning towards Gakpo out from -4 for Arne's slot. I just think he's the better option. But the textbook response is to just go for David Moyes. So what the textbook says is, as mentioned, no Liverpool triple up, you go for slot. if you do have the Liverpool triple up, you go for Moyes. That's what the kind of textbook is telling you. But I don't know if it's that cut and dry at the moment. So there's some grey areas there, and that's why I'm considering maybe going for Gakpo out. So if you guys have a situation, you don't have to explain your entire team. You can just tell me, hey, Davey, listen, I've got a triple up in Liverpool, but it's Alisson. I can take him to Pickford for free. What should I do? Then I'll kind of recommend what I think. But yeah, as mentioned, my consensus is that if you have a triple up on Liverpool and you can get rid of Alisson or Konate, maybe even a Van Dijk for free, I would go for that and then go for Arne Slot. But if you like myself with Gakpo or Luis Diaz and it's a hit, I don't know, maybe even Gakpo out for free. If you can do it for free, then I don't think there's many of you that will be able to do that. But if you can do it for free, probably do that as well. Vincent has his message retracted. Hopefully it was something not PG, like David was saying. So yeah, it's what people are calling the assistant manager chip. I don't know why they're calling it that, but yeah, I just call it the assistant manager. No worry, Kingsley. Hopefully the advice this week does quite well. Can you shout out Millie? She's playing assistant manager chip on Irola today. That's the Bournemouth manager, right? That's pretty intense. I would probably say go for Slot or David Moyes, but I mean, you have to play your own game, I guess. So SH is asking about the assistant manager. So this is my thinking on the assistant manager. I would say if you have a Liverpool triple up already, and if you can't go for a kind of free transfer, Alisson out, that sort of thing, then I would just triple captain. But if you don't have a Liverpool triple up, I think that you go for the assistant manager instead. I just think that the triple captain is, it's the worst chip, guys. The assistant manager, the triple captain is the worst chip in the game. It's simply terrible. So I would not postpone the triple captain unless you kind of your hands are tied for the assistant manager, basically. That's my So I wouldn't postpone the assistant manager for the triple captain unless your hands are tied. If you're getting rid of Van Dijk, Mikalenko best replacement, I think if you're getting rid of a Liverpool asset, try get Everton one. The potential isn't that extreme for them, but I think it just makes sense. Like, if you're going to take out Alisson, might as well go for Pickford, if you get what I'm saying. Are you chipping in today? Yes, I am. I'm using the assistant manager, definitely. It's just undecided between Slot and Moyes. That's my current thinking. Because what I have to do is I don't have any free transfers. I've used both of them. Regrettably, I think I probably would have taken out Eze now that he's injured, but I took out Gordon, which might be a mistake. Who knows? But for me, I've taken -4 for Gakpo out to get Arne Slot, or I can just get David Moyes for free, and that's my two kind of thinkings. Actually, let's do a poll to start off the stream. So this doesn't have to be what your final chip strategy is. This is just at the moment, what are you thinking? Like, what are you leaning towards? Okay, so I've got 4 options. Slot, Moyes, obviously that's the assistant manager. And then I've got the triple captain and I've got no chip. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be many of you guys on no chip though. I'm considering making a goalie transfer too with my free transfers. Worried about that Raya won't play. Yeah, so I also was worried about that. And I was thinking about maybe doing Raya to Pickford, but I like the Arsenal fixtures after game week 24. So I might just keep Raya and hope for the best. I've a lot of confusion. I need your help. I need you to see my team. Is there any way I can send instead of typing it all here? You can just type it out if you want to, Obey, if it's okay with you. It just makes it a bit easier to see. That's fine to do. I don't mind if you've requested it, kind of. Going triple Liverpool, yeah. But the thing is, Sadesh, that it is counterintuitive, but Slot is a better option than Gakpo is by, I think, a good margin. So that's the only thing. It's not super sideways. We're doing an upgrade, I'd say. Gabriel vs. Munoz, want to know your thinking. Yeah, this is a tough one. The only reason is that the defensive injuries for Crystal Palace at the moment don't look great. So that's why I'm like, maybe just go for Gabriel and then just hope that they keep a clean sheet. But I don't know. I'm worried about that Arsenal clean sheet, I won't lie. Rohan with a super chat saying 1 free transfer. Konate to Mikalenko. No, I would just do the Konate to Mikalenko for free then. That looks okay to me. Andy is saying same team as you, but have the triple captain. So yeah, so I would say then you triple captain this week. And then next week you just kind of assistant manager and go for Emery, go for Silva, that sort of thing. Yeah, Turang, I might do that. Martin, I've gone Moyes because I was similar good enough to come in and want to take the hits. Yeah, so that is true, Martin. Like, if Gakpo does well, then you're golden. Yeah, hits, but I think Allison to Pickford's an easier switch than Gakpo to Visa. Oh, you'll be benching Ray. Okay, I get you, Paulie. Then it makes more sense. But could you maybe afford a Pickford? If you can afford a Pickford, then it's a no-brainer, I think. Well, Collinson has been a legend member for 36 months. What an absolute pleasure to have your 3 anniversary on. Then double game week 24, the absolute madness. So I'm happy that I managed to see the renewal. As well as your question, you said, would you prioritize Van Dijk out for another defender? Already have Mikalenko, or go Gakpo? Both are -4, have Cunha and Isaac up front. What other... Who's your bench options, Will, at the moment? Like, I'll see your question when you reply. Because I get what you're saying, because if you already have Mikalenko defensively, I don't know if you want to double up with 2 outfield defenders with Everton, but you could go for Tarkowski, that's okay. But who are the other defenders to look at? Because you don't know the doubles. I wouldn't bring in an Aston Villa player thinking they're going to get a double, because they might not. So, I mean, you could get Kirkes this week with an aim of playing him next week, but that's why I want to know who's on your bench, because then that kind of matters. Get Pickford or rather transfer. Already have slot +2 Liverpool. Who's your defender? If it's Raya, then you can get Pickford for free, but otherwise you can just roll. I don't think the upside of goalies is always the biggest. Got no real bench, have to replace Eze, waiting for your Eze replacements with 7.5 maybe. Okay. So, David, this is tough because my Eze replacement next week will probably be Rodgers if he gets a double. So, I would, like, it's tough to recommend Rodgers, but I think in your situation, I would go for them because he's got Wolves this week, which is okay. I think you might as well just go for Rodgers and then hope he gets a double. Worst case, it's what? Wolves and Ipswich, which is fine. So, yeah, that would be my replacement, David. Is it a -4 or is it for free, David? Give me that question. Gakpo to Watkins or Visa? If you can get Watkins, I'd go for him. But I can't afford Watkins plus slot, so I have to go for Visa. Also, if you use triple captain this week, is it worth using? So Connor, someone asked me this on Discord, actually. The nice thing about this, you don't have to stress about it, Connor, because I would probably use it. Like, that's my estimate, is that you will use it next week. But you can just wait and see what happens, because the managers don't rise or drop in price. You can see if Emery gets a double, if Silva gets a double, and then you can make your own decision on that. So you don't have to stress about next week if you're using the triple captain this week. But yes, you probably will be using the assistant manager next week. It just depends on how you're feeling about those fixtures. Could you just illustrate the assistant manager chip? Okay, so how do you mean illustrate? Do you mean must I just show you how to use it, like how to activate it? Yeah, Martin, it does have the potential for real sick, and I won't lie. But that's the thing I was saying. Okay, so if I take out Gakpo, I'm going to bring in Slot. So I still feel like I still want Liverpool to do well. Just ignore my Liverpool bias as a fan, yeah? But if I bring in Slot, I want Liverpool to do well. If I keep Gakpo, I still want Liverpool to do well because I've got Gakpo. So it's like I don't really know which side to kind of take, because if Liverpool bang, I'm going to be sad that I didn't go for Slot. But then if Gakpo does well, I'll be happy. But if Gakpo doesn't do well, I'll be sad. So it's like there's so many different emotions I could have. But yeah, it does have the potential. Taking the -4 for Slot would be the best option in my opinion. I have 2 free transfers, so obviously easier for me to do. Sorry. Christian, I won't lie. I was reading your question and I was like, oh, when is this going to become applicable to me? Because I don't have any free transfers. But yes, it's not a brag. Don't worry, brother. I get you. It's you explaining your situation. But for you, I agree. It's a lot easier, and I'm jealous of your situation because I would love a few free transfers. So Tarang, I've said if I think I replied to you on Discord. That just replied to whatever I said to you on Discord. I think there was two members that were they had conflicting teams, so I said different things for them. But whatever I applied to you on your team, that's what you should do. I can afford Pickford or price me out of Clivert next week without taking. Okay, I'll support you. Then you're prioritizing Clivert. I get you. At least with me, I can't because I'll probably go for Rodgers next week. Maybe I'll take a -4. Again, I mean, I'm taking so many -4s. Theo, if you still have the triple captain, would you use it? Yeah, if you've said, like you've mentioned, if you have Liverpool triple up, no free transfers, I think it's an easy triple captain. Is it the only time? Yes, Sadesh, it's the only time, and that's why assistant manager is the priority unless your hands are tied with the triple captain. Would you move Raya to Pickford for free? Jacques, I don't think I would, unless we get news that Raya's out. I don't think this week it's going to come in clutch, but what might be better is that you're rolling a transfer for next week and you can go for like a Watkins in for Isaac, or you go for Rodgers, you go for someone else. So I don't think the goalkeeper switch is necessary, unless Raya is out. Then I would say, yeah, 100%. Vince is saying I need to take a hit to free up funds and bring in Moyes. 3 Liverpool already. Which one is the best move? Hall to Hasten or Gordon to Rodgers or Gordon to Clivert? It's Gordon to Rodgers and then you hope they get a double game week. But what I would say to you, Vincent, is if you really have to take a -4 to free up funds, why don't you just do a bigger downgrade of your like Gakpo or your Alisson or your Van Dijk and get Slot? That's what I think. If you're already taking a -4 for Moyes, why do you not just go for Slot? That's what I'm thinking. Do you prefer Slot or Moyes? George, if it's on paper, 100% Slot. But it's not on paper, it's situational. So it depends on your team, I guess. As mentioned, the textbook thing is if you have Liverpool triple up, you go for Slot, you go for Moyes. But if you don't have a Liverpool triple up, it's an easy Slot assistant manager. Scott with a super chat is saying, how's it, Davey? Would you replace Gakpo for Slot? I have a triple Liverpool, still have a triple captain, and 2 free trans at the moment. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation for you because of the free transfers. The free transfers make it closer. Yeah, the free transfers make it close. Yeah, so that's like the textbook thing now is to just say triple captain, but because you have 2 free transfers, I think I would take Gakpo to Visa, Gakpo to Watkins for Slot, and then assistant manager. So I might have just contradicted myself there on something I said earlier, but when you paint it out like that, Scott, I think I would take Gakpo out for free, and then assistant manager, because then you still have a free transfer you rolling. Start Kirkes, Gabriel, or Robinson. I think it depends on who you have. You probably have Isaac, so then you hope that he does well, but his also effective ownership is so high. I think probably Gabriel out of those players. I definitely wouldn't start Kirkes though, Israel. And 000 also super chat saying I've got 2 free transfers, 3 Liverpool and 2 Everton. Options. Assistant manager next week, sell Gakpo. I've got Trent Salah, 2 India and assistant manager slot. Yeah, so you're the same as Scott above you there. Because you have 2 free transfers, I kind of feel like I do option 1. No, option 2, I mean. Okay, let me show you how to activate it, Josh. So Scott and 000, that's the one I would do. I think I would... Okay, cool. Okay, let me go to some of the odds. So you have another super chat saying -8 to get Slot or -4 to get Moyes. Who are you taking out, BL? The -8 for Slot does seem a bit hectic though. Is there no way for you to reduce that to a -4? Because that's what I'm saying. If you have to take a -4 for Moyes anyways, and you can take a -4 for Slot, then I would probably just do that. Okay, let me show you guys how to activate it. Why not Greaves against Southampton? I just don't know if I trust that Ipswich defense. But yeah, he's close. I mean, I might put him over Muniz. Okay, so let me show you how to activate the assistant manager chip. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to go up here. And you see this last one here, assistant manager. So the reason I'm not doing it is apparently, you guys can confirm or deny this, but apparently if you select your manager, it's stuck. Like you're stuck with the manager you selected first. So you guys let me know if that's true or not, if you've already activated the chip. But what you're going to do is you're going to say, play assistant manager. It's going to then open up your transfer list. You select a manager, and then you say make transfer. So you'll select assistant manager, then it's going to say pending here. And then you have to select a manager and say make transfer for it to save. We will do it once I've made my decision, but as I said, I don't want to activate it and then I can't change it. But I guess I have to take out Gakpo before I go for slot. Someone mentioned this. Someone mentioned this on Discord, but someone already had the Liverpool triple up, the Everton triple up, and they could still select David Moyes. So I don't want to 100% say that, but like, I don't know, maybe the coding's bad on the back end for FPL, but someone sent a screenshot with the David Moyes assistant manager with the triple up. What blue stuff? So this is Powerade, but then also have the chocolate milk. Don't worry, I just sometimes want to mix and match. Which team has a better clean sheet? Okay, Naveen. No, you asked me earlier. Sorry, I didn't go over these. Okay, let's go over the clean sheet odds here. So here's the clean sheet odds for double game week 24. So you guys can see the double game week fixture right at the bottom there. Liverpool have increased from 2.15 to 2.2 for both games, respectively. In terms of the clean sheet odds, I think you were asking about Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. And as you can see, there's a higher chance for Arsenal's clean sheet. Ipswich also have a pretty high chance, 29%, but between Ipswich and Arsenal, trust Arsenal slightly more, even though it's a tougher fixture. And also, obviously, Gabriel offers massive attacking threat off set pieces, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm a little bit pleased here to see that Chelsea are so high. They're the highest projected goal scorer is 2.65, as I am starting Enzo Fernandez. Otherwise, you guys can use this for any other stats you want to. I'll leave it for a few minutes. I'll try and use it answering your guys' questions as well. Yeah, Calvin Hobbs, we do have this there. It's not be down. Leasing with 1.2. Okay, so if you can't get Visa, can you go for Indaya? I want to say that's the pronunciation, but I'm sorry if it's not. But he is cheaper, so you go for the Everton striker then. Okay, Abe, let me go and check for you. So you want to know what to do. Okay, okay, so your team looks okay. You already got Watkins in, and you got Rodgers in, so you're looking golden. What I would do is Allison out for Pickford. Does that give you enough? Does that give you enough for slot? Just let me know, Bay, if it gives you enough for slot. It should. How much is Allison? Maybe not. Flip. If it doesn't, that's going to be a bit rip. But you still have 2 free transfers. It's okay. But yeah, can you do Allison to Pickford, and then can you get slot? Ty the Footy Guy's been a member for 35 months, so close to the 3-year anniversary. Milos, slot 1, Ahmad or Mateta? Mateta, definitely. He's on penalties. United aren't that great. Also start Robinson or Enzo. I'd go for the attacker, Enzo. Yeah, Martin, look, I don't think you can go against Salah this week, if I'm being real with you. Gregory, if you can afford Watkins, I would go for him. Look, there's a question mark about if Aston Villa don't get the double next week, is it a good decision? But the fact is they've got Ipswich as well, so that's okay. I'll be 1.1 short for slot. How much is Pickford? Oh, did Pickford start at 5.5? Oh, damn. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you can't afford him. Okay, so you're going to have to take 2 transfers then. Is it worth it? I mean, the tough part is that Robinson has a double potentially next week, but you could also downgrade Robinson. So can you do Allison? Oh my days. You're going to have to get someone super cheap. Because Robinson to what, you have to get 1.1 from Robinson. In your situation, I think I might just go for Moyes then. Then I'd say keep what you have, and then take 2 free transfers into the next week, and then take out Moyes for Emre or whoever. Your team looks good for the doubles, but yeah, the money, like you have no money in the bank, so. Red carded managers still can't for 3 weeks. Yeah, Arnie Slot's going to start on the bench today. It's a bit rip. I was going to say, like, any Liverpool fans, can you tell me if you think Slot's nailed? Okay, let me go check Twitter quick. I don't even think we're going to get anything if I'm real with you. Okay, I just see Gakpo has posted a tweet. Yeah, I could go Moyes. I didn't see any early team sheet news. Vincent, what do you tag me in? That's what I want to know. Okay, any thoughts on Amarin? Yeah, I don't know about the United manager. I think this week it's pretty simple. It's between Slot and Moyes. What if I'm willing to take a -4? But like, I just don't know who you take out in your case. Like, you take out a Mud, but then who are you gonna go for? I don't know. I think it's just easier. It's just like ripping up your team to get him in. Bench options are Eze, Munoz, and Rico Lewis. Okay, Munoz is not the worst in the world. They will. I'm just trying to remember. Sorry, I've kind of forgot the question a bit. Well, I do apologize for that one. You might just have to post it again. At least I know your bench now, though. So Darth has been a legend member for 35 months. All the renewals today. You absolutely love to see it. Is Gakpo out? Harry potentially. He's not out, like injured, don't worry. But out of my team potentially. So Darth is asking, Eze to Rodgers from -4. Manager Moyes. Or Allison to Pickford and Gordon to Rodgers. -8. Manager Slot. Does Slot score more than 4 points than Slot? Yeah, see, these questions are so tough. Like, literally, I think that you should just flip a coin, some of these. Who to bench, Rodgers or Kluivert? Tracy definitely bench Kluivert. I'd play Rodgers. Okay, you have Rodgers next week anyways, then. To use a free transfer on Moyes to Emre. So you have to do the -4 anyways. But a -8 is rough. Yeah, I think I'd go for the slot route, Siddharth. Greaves did score against Liverpool, he did, but Liverpool I think were on the beach a little bit after going 4-0 up. Robinson to Mikalenko and get Moyes. Yeah, that move looks cool. If you have to take a -4 anyways, that's what I've said. Like, if you have to take a -4 anyways, try get slot, but if you can't, it is what it is. Would you prioritize Van Dijk out for another defender or Gakpo both? Yeah, so okay, thanks, Will. Okay, would you prioritize Van Dijk out for another defensive asset? Already have Mikalenko. Yeah, so I think what you do is Van Dijk out for Kerkez, and then you bench Kerkez and you play Munoz. That's what I would do. I think that should give you enough money. Just let me know if it doesn't. W is asking Henderson to Pickford for 1 free transfer. Have triple Liverpool and would use as the manager. Or also have Eze out. Henderson to Pickford's okay for the free transfer. The thing about goalkeeper switches is they're never like the best. However, what helps is if you need like to downgrade Alisson to Pickford, there's like a purpose for the downgrade. Whereas a straight swap for a goalkeeper, even though they have the double, might not be the best. But yeah, if you want to use your free transfer on that, but what I would do is look at your team next week, and if you want to bring in a Watkins next week, you want to bring in a Rodgers next week, then rather just roll the transfer. Before we go over to my team again, I just want to showcase this. This was projections for the assistant manager chip. So that's why, like, when Siddharth asked me like slot versus Moyes for a -4 extra, is it worth it? I don't know. Because they're so close here. So Slot and Moyes are really close on this list. So the only thing that's for me is I probably will take a -4 next week anyways, depending on who I go for. And also what I've now looked at is if I do go for Moyes, I would probably go for Aston Villa's manager, so Emre, or I would go for I'd go for Silva, Marco Silva from, let me just scroll up to the team so I get the lines. I'd go for Fulham's manager. So the thing about Fulham as well as Aston Villa is in game week 26. So obviously your assistant managers for 3 weeks. It's game week 24, game week 25, and game week 26. Okay, so let's look at the fixtures here. So if you carry Liverpool through, it's Man City vs Liverpool. Not great. I think I would sell Slot in game week 26. We then have Aston Villa. Aston Villa have Chelsea. Do you want to keep Emre for that fixture? Because at the moment, there's no points gained by getting, like, they're relatively the same position in the log. That might change as we go along, but I expect Aston Villa and Chelsea both to progress okay in the next 2 weeks. So probably not. You'll probably sell Emre as well. And then if you go for Fulham, it's Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Both those teams are, I mean, Crystal Palace are below Fulham, so you won't get any bonus on that. So you probably could keep the Fulham manager for this week. But if you have Emre, which is probably more likely, you might want to sell him anyway. So that means you're going to use 2 transfers on your manager. Whereas I might just go for Slot then and save an extra transfer later in the line. So even though I want to take out Slot, I want Slot for the next 2 weeks. Whereas with Moyes, I want Emre next week and then maybe another manager the week after. So that's what my thinking is at the moment. Yeah, site will probably crash. I'll make my moves before that though. I won't leave it till like last minute. Yeah, at the moment, okay, so let's go over the poll results and then you guys can tell me what you think that I should do. Okay, so at the moment, Slot's leading 38%, then Moyes 26%, then we have the triple captain, which is 24%. Actually, pretty high triple captain rate there. And no chip is 12%. Interesting. I think most people would have used the chip. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll now, and I'm going to tell you guys my plan, and then you guys can vote on what you think I should do. What happens if the system manager gets sacked? It's just a placeholder for the team, so it just continues, whoever you have. Okay, cool. So my situation. I don't have any free transfers. I've got 1.1 in the bank, as you guys can see just above me there. So I can get David Moyes for free. I can just get David Moyes, spend whatever he costs, and then move on with my life. Or what I could do is I could take out Gakpo for a -4 to Visa probably, and then go for Arnie Slot. So my situation is, as I mentioned, I probably will keep Slot then if he has the double next week. Then the game week after that, I might take him out game week 26 for another manager. Whereas if I go for David Moyes, I would take him out next week for Emre and then potentially another manager after that, as long as those doubles do 4. So I'm going to put a poll on screen now, and you guys can tell me what you think is better, to go for the -4 for Slot, or should I do David Moyes? So let me just start the poll here. Gordon to Boomer from -4. No, I just keep Gordon in that situation. Okay, cool. I've started the poll. You guys can vote on what you think I should do. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do what you guys think I should do. Late to the party, how's it? I'm ready triple. Okay, cool, but I need to pick 2 out of Gabriel, Porro, Mazraoui, and Young. Okay, so Spurs have Brentford. I don't know if I'm too keen. I would go for Young and Mazraoui, I think. Would you still have used, if you still had the triple Ivor already, -1 and changing Gakpo to ever? Of the same team. Yeah, Bertrand, I would just triple captain then, I think. You're not tempted to play Greaves over Gabriel? No, not really. I'm kind of hedging my bets here. I think it's going to be a trash game week anyways. Pick one between Timber, Robinson, and Greaves. Also gunning for Salah this week. Good time maybe next week for this as the manager. And I would probably go Timber out of those. You're going Slot. I posted a poll. I don't know yet. Alex with the super chat saying triple Liverpool, 1 free transfer and 0.2, 1 to use as the manager but 0.2 short on Visa. Should I do Eze de Gakpo and Visa? No, so what you can do is you can go, instead of going for Visa, you can go for Ndie, I think that's his name, from Everton. If you can't afford him on Visa, don't take another -4, just go for the Everton striker, and then he's cheaper than Visa, I think. So Alisson to Pickford, Robinson, McClingan, Ahmad to Enzo, and got slotted for... Okay, cool. Obey, that looks fine then. Slamming says you'll hold on to Gakpo. Will Gakpo play? He will play, but he might not play every game, but I think that he should play the majority. How much is Slot? Slot's 1.5. I've Alisson, Gakpo, and Salah. I also have triple captain. Should I place as the manager or triple captain? Can you do Alisson to Pickford and get Slot, Nikhil? Then I would assist the manager. But if not, then I go triple captain. If you go for Moyes, you're basically only getting points versus Leicester. Can't see them getting a result. Yeah, Adam, that's what I'm worried about, because I know it's Everton and they should beat Leicester, but I just don't know if they will. I mean, Leicester are pretty bad though. I have the same decision as you, and when Moyes probably means you should do the opposite, Martin. I'm leaning towards Slot, so I might. I don't know what I would choose Slot, says Omar. Okay, I appreciate the fact that you admit it. You don't really know what to do. Because that's how I feel at the moment. I honestly don't know what to do. Okay, let me check Twitter again, maybe get some inspiration. Oh my goodness. Moyes and Slot both start on the bench. That's a good one. Vincent, did you steal that one from Twitter? Yeah. You can, Vincent, you can use those emojis. That's okay. As you always say, back the forward. Darren, but have you never had a bullet header from Arnie Slot? I mean, maybe he does wonders. Yeah, I know, like, I don't think I honestly don't think there's like much to the debate. I guess there is a bit to the textbook approach where like I'm taking a -4 for Gakpo out. So Christian, it's just, I think like basically don't think of it as like the manager, think of it as the team. So instead of you buying Arne Slot, you are buying Liverpool. That's basically what it is. What do you think about the triple captain? It's fine with me, Fabro. That's okay. Like if that's what you want to do, I back it, especially if you have triple Liverpool already. No, Ryan, instead of going for Visa, I would go for Indie. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. No one has corrected me though. Start Havertz or Django? I'd go Havertz. Okay, I have to do my move this week. I have to do my transfers, so I have to do my transfer now. So I won't lie, even though 55% of you are saying go for Moyes, I think I'm going for Slot. That's what I think I'm doing. Ndai. Actually, that's how you say it. Yeah, Ndai. That's how it. Slot is going to score a Hattie. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know. I think I've kind of, yes, look at these XG numbers. Gakpo's decent. Yeah, I think I'm going for Slot. So what that means is I have to go for Visa, right? Gives me 2.3, so I have enough to spend. I'm going for Visa over Ndai. I just want Visa more for the long term than Ndai. Wait, I can't afford Watkins, right? That's like way off. Yeah, I can't even afford Watkins and go for Slot. Okay, so I'll go for Visa. Yeah, and then I'm going to have to activate it. So Gakpo out for a -4. And I'm going to confirm that. If you guys can't afford this, Ndai, as mentioned. And then assistant manager. Okay, then your transfers, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you play it. Did you guys see what I did there? You have to go to the transfer page and then add Slot. Okay, let me just post this on Discord. Okay, wait, I have to update my fantasy because it's not showing me. Okay, let me just update my fantasy quick because it wasn't showing me the assistant manager. I know you guys might not have liked the move, but that's what I've gone for. Okay, let me just screenshot this. Okay, wait, who should my vice captain be? Trent. Okay. Sorry, let me just take a second, Joe. Okay, cool. That's on Discord. Let me just do it on Twitter, and then we can do a quick fire round. So I'm going to end the poll. Sorry, guys. 56% of you voted for Moyes. So I give you guys permission. If you said that I should go if you say I should go for Moyes, you can tune me in the team selection or transfer plan next week. Okay, cool. We are posted. So with 10 minutes to go, I'm done, hopefully. So you guys can ask all your questions, and I'm going to try and answer them as quickly as possible, as usual. While you guys get your questions in, I'm just going to refresh Twitter quick. Yeah, I didn't see anything. The one thing I actually wanted to test, though, is I wanted to see if I could have got slot instead of just buy slot with the triple up on Liverpool and just see if it works. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the courage to do it. So if one of you guys wants to do that, just activate your system manager, and if you have enough money, get slot in and see what it does. Gakpo 3, 1 goal and only 5 bonus points. Yeah, Darren, I mean, there's potential. Like, look, if Gakpo outscores slot, then I don't know what I'll do, because that'll mean that Gakpo's done insanely well. So we'll see. Should I start Elanga or Enzo, Davey? Nottingham Forest. I'd start Elanga. Versus Ipswich or Munoz versus United. Michael, I would start... I'd start Munoz versus United. Ipswich looked okay. Young out Mikalenko in, thinking Young not played much recently. Yeah, Chris, I mean, that seems justified. Same team as yours, but also have 3K. What would you do? But also have three free transfers or 3K? Sorry, what are you saying? Like, you've got lots of money? So Shretten, if you have 3 mil in the bank, what I would have done is keep Gakpo and see if you can add slot and save it. And then you have triple Liverpool and slot. Chip, then slot. Too many Liverpool. Okay, T-man. Okay, hundreds. Doesn't work. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, if it says pending, guys, please listen to me. If it says pending, what you have to do is you have to go to your transfer page. You have to choose a manager. And then you have to say, make transfer. And then it's like loads of free transfer almost. But you have to add your manager. Please make sure when you go to pick team that you have your manager bottom left in your team selection. Because otherwise your chip isn't active. You have to do that. Oh, you have the triple captain. Okay. In my situation, I think I might have just gone for the triple captain on Salah. And then kept Gakpo because it was a -4. This will force us into the free hit. Maybe not Reeds, because if I take out Eze next week, I might be able to avoid it, but who kind of knows. Is Ndai better than Visa? I think he's better this week, but I don't think he's better for the medium term. So that's why I've gone for Visa instead of Ndai. Have you played this as a manager? Jason, yes, I have. I've done Gakpo out from -4. You might hate that move, but yeah. Gordon to Muma, worth it? No, I wouldn't do it for -4. Took a -4 this week to get Gakpo in. Should I take a -8 out for Ndai? So, Craig, your situation's tougher. I think I might just do the Moyes one in that situation. Because, like, you've brought him in, and, like, it's a bit rough to take him out for a hit as well then. Iwobi, Cowell. I would go for Cowell, Iwobi, then Hasten. Cameron, current plan is 2 free transfers, Wood to Visa and slot. What do you think? I like those moves. Those moves look pretty good. No, Matty, I would just keep Pedro. Start Flecken or Henderson. F's in chat if you have to start Flecken or Henderson. I would start Henderson then. Although, I mean, maybe Flecken. Actually, start Flecken. Start Flecken, my bad. Start Flecken. Gabriel or Robinson or Munoz? I think it's Gabriel. And then it's Munoz, then Robinson. How much left in the bank? So after I got slot in, I have 0.8 in the bank. That's how much I have. Play Semenyo or Enzo, please. That's tough. I probably would just say Semenyo with how well Bournemouth have been attacking. No, I wasn't because I had a triple up on Liverpool already, Cash. Okay, Tom. Very easy response to your question. Brother, I don't have a triple captain anymore. I used it on Haaland in game week 9, I think, where he got 6 points. So thank you for bringing that memory back into my head. But yeah, unfortunately, I did pretty badly with my triple captain. 0.2 in the bank, 1 transfer. Shall I take Flecken or Henderson or just roll with? I don't think goalkeeper transfers are worth it, Chris. I just roll. Because next week, maybe you want to get, as I said, Isaac, Watkins, Rodgers, whoever. Maybe even a Fulham player if they have a double. So, yeah. Help rate my team. Vincent. You haven't sent me any message. Sell Trent or Gakpo for slot? I'd sell Gakpo. How many Everton assets do you recommend this game week? I don't think you have to have any, if I'm honest with you. I'd say, like, I just wanted one, so I went for one. But I think if you have 0, it's okay. But if you have 1, that's fine. If you have 2, 3, that's also fine. But you don't think that you need to have Everton coverage. I massively regret Martin. Yeah, I also massively regret it. Don't worry. Iana with the super chat saying start 2, Ahmad, Cowell, Ndai. Love the content. You definitely have to start Ndai. And then I'd start Ahmad. I've always backed the attacker, except if it's for slot. All the best. Thanks, Chris, for the kind words. Have a safe weekend. If not this game week, when's the best time for triple captain? Any other double game week that you're not using another chip SH. So there might be doubles upcoming in the future. There might be a single game week that you really fancy a play on. That's okay. The triple captain is the worst chip. I've said this constantly. Triple captain this week, so keeping Gakpo. If we follow you each week. So I think that, Andy, you're probably going to surpass me now, brother, because you're on the triple captain. I think Salah's going to do well this week. Semenyo or Kluivert. 2 out of 3 for the next recommendations. I would probably say Kluivert because of penalties. And I would say Otara for the other positioning. But it's very close to Richie, but I'd say the last 2. How many points can Slot get for a clean sheet? Is it 2 points for a clean sheet, I think? Would you start out Nori over Gabriel this week? Wolves are taking on Aston Villa. Let's check projected clean sheets. I mean, 20% is not bad. I'd Nori over Gabriel. That's probably closer, right? Let me check. I can check projected points for you. No, so in terms of projected points, Gabriel still leads. So Gabriel's... I just probably go Gabriel then. What's the plan for next week? So next week, probably Eze to Rodgers if they get the double. And then maybe Isaac from -4 to Watkins, but I don't know yet. Thanks, Tracy. Have a safe weekend as well. Can't wait for Slot's yellow card for kicking water bottles. Tony, that's the thing about Slot, though. He seems pretty composed. Cue him like punching someone. Hate starting Enzo, yeah, Andy. I mean, let's be real. This team on paper does not look great. Enzo, Gabriel Raya, João Pedro. I don't know. I just hope Mbumo and Visa just absolutely annihilate Spurs. That'll make me quite happy. We do have 30 seconds left, though, to the deadline. Trent captain, says James. That's actually something we haven't spoken about, is the captaincy options. Guys, it's not TUPD time yet. We still have a bit. Yeah, good luck if you guys are triple captain. The Eze injury, I'm probably going to take Eze to Rodgers next week. That's probably going to be the move. Good luck, everyone. We do have 2 seconds, 1 second. It is done. The deadline has officially happened. The triple captain has been locked in. We are going to be going for Arnie's slot. Bench one, Gabriel or Pedro? Winston, I always go for the attacker. But yeah, that's going to be the deadline. It's a bit of an interesting one. I don't think it was as stressed as I thought I would be. Let's see, though, how slot performs. Otherwise, I might be a little bit stressed. But yeah, unfortunately, it is TUPD time, so that is going to be the deadline. Thanks as always for joining me on this Saturday. A little bit of an exciting stream. Let's just hope it's as exciting of a game week and not too boring of one. Hoping Spurs beat Pool. That's the big one. I mean, what kind of happens after that is going to be insane. So if Liverpool do lose, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. So let's just see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to be signing off, guys. Hopefully you guys have a safe rest of your weekend and the green arrows in our favor. But for the time being, I'm signing off. It's been Davey FPL and I'm out. Cheers. Bye.